Yo, it's time. I haven't recorded today, but just because it's been people moving around my apartment. But um, I mean, I got my room like almost set up to like record and shit. But it's just like it's not ideal in there yet. Especially because there's no AC. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be next to the AC for real. But basically it's time, bro. Like I've been locked in, really. Currently I'm working on this sort of like animation idea where like um uh where basically what happens is, right, you press play and the playhead moves. Okay. The thing is, for any sort of animation you have to like remember your start point. And so I don't know if I'm gonna write a whole system for that right now. And instead, I'm just gonna sort of like do it ad hoc and say like static auto start point. What is this? A float equals 0.f, and I'll say like if start point equals 0.f. I know you're not supposed to compare floats, but it's happening. It's happening. Um, we get that. We say boom, and then we say start point equals handle dot left. So we always want to say start point plus that. Okay. So let's just confirm that this actually hits. And I'll tell you what I'm working on. I'll tell you what's happening. Okay, sweet. Left. Okay, it's a reasonable value. Okay, boom. All right, so as you can see, the interface looks a little bit different. I don't know if I've shown, but zooming works, sort of. I mean, you can do that. You can click anywhere, right? That works. Like boom, 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 boom. This morning I worked on inheriting styles, so this is actually just button, and then you just inherit button, and then you just change like one thing about it, just the blue color. In this case, just the red color. Here, this is just styling. This is gonna be tick, step, bar, beat. I don't know. DAWs have this thing. I really only care about the BPM and where we currently are. So I'm cool with just this, and then probably a little bit more because I want like a browser here. Um, this also might go across the top. I'm not really sure yet. I'm not sure what sort of generalized controls I want to have yet. I guess that's really what it comes down to. But basically, this area is going to be, there's going to be two areas. There's going to be like arrangement, and then like, whatever else you want down here. You're going to have like some sort of browser over here. You're going to have like some sort of information over here. And this might stay in the top left. This might get put there. There might just be like a global top bar. That might make the most sense with sort of like menu options too. Um, so yeah, but let's test this animation. Stop playing with me, bruh. Stop. Play. 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 Beep, 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 beep. Wham. Alright, what happens if we zoom mid play? Check this out. This is gonna work. This is gonna work. Oh wait, is it? Ticks to pixels. This should care about zoom. Because we multiply it by zoom every time. Alright, so check this out. This is hard, right? This is hard. Jot that down. The biggest to ever do it. Boom. Stop. Boom. Alright, so it's close to 9. Yup. Tell me that's not the chosen truth. Tell me that's not the 1 times 2. Come on. Alright, now we need a... Alright, we need to do play pause with the keyboard. Tie engine window. Oh wait, tie engine dot window dot keyboard key state auto key states. Now this is not really part of the UI library. Well, maybe it is. So key states. Does this take? Okay, yeah. Alright, let's inherit. Yeah, that. First of all, that should come down here. Second of all, this is linked, so we should just be able to do glfw3. But yeah, ideally this would not be in a file like this. Boom. Dot. Wait, what? Key states dot. Oh, because it's stupid freaking const. So we do a dot at, and then dot. Action. Press. Alright, so this is going to be like app logic. This is sort of like, this is all UI logic. So app logic takes like, this basically, how would that takes, like, responds to user input and updates app state. Responds to app state and updates UI. And then outside of this loop somewhere, we actually pull for user interaction. So do something like this. Okay, now we want that to actually, so playing, it was not playing, really we want to be able to queue up a, just a style update. Although this kind of, because we're changing the text. It would be nice to be able to click somewhere and like it actually moves it there. And this probably makes sense to have up here because we want to have like lock or don't lock, or maybe that gets put over here. Not really sure. Well, either way, this is starting to look pretty damn official. Yeah, so I guess we want to be able to like click on here and move the playhead, right? So let's see if we can do that. Where's the ruler? So I guess really click anywhere up here. We could just do that. We could just say like, because I don't know why there's so much space here. I don't know if we really need all that extra space. I mean, we could just have our like little triangle right here. That could be kind of cool. I don't know. I'm just gonna say dot on mouse click const auto. I don't think we have to return anything, right? What do we want to happen? We wanted to say oh wait, I guess we probably do we want like a constant size t lmidx, and then we say const auto quad equals ui dot solve context dot quad buffer lmidx quad dot left plus last. I guess we don't store last click position, so is it that? Let's see, hold on. If we go down here, I think last post screen space. Yeah. I really got to redo this mouse API. I mean, it's like really bad. But okay. So quad dot left plus tie engine window mouse last post screen space X. This, what is this? Well, this, this minus this. Let's do that. And then in the same way that we have a pixel ticks to pixels, we need a pixels to ticks. Pixels to ticks. Then we say const float pixels. I think this could probably just be an int, but I'm just gonna do it because we return a float, so it just makes sense. Now, what are we doing? We are taking so to go from ticks, right? We want to say like we have p equals t divided by tpb times ppb times zoom. All right, we want to solve for t, so we do p divided by z divided by ppb times tpb equals t. Okay, let's try it. So return pixels divided by zoom divided by static cast float pixels per bar times ticks per bar equals ticks. So on click let's go to ruler. Oh wait, here it is. Okay, so now we have ticks our current tick is going to be pixels to pixels. Is it pixel to tick? Why won't it autocorrect me? Because these functions should really be up here in like app logic. Pixels to ticks. Okay. Let's see if okay. That's fucking lit. Stop. Slide. Boom. I hate Photoshop in this too. I can't believe you have 1,000 developers at Adobe, which is the company I applied to, and you can't figure out how to get this ring to just show. Whatever. I'm sorry. I'm gonna chill. All right. This should probably be like on mouse down though, right? Well, let's leave it at click for now. We'll see what we want it to do. All right, so we can move it around. We can play. We can pause. We can play, pause, play, pause, play, pause. Let's see if we can make a Let's see. Let's figure out this BPM thing, right? So ticks. So on play, I mean, this is gonna have to be like a. I already have this set up for my physics engine that I wrote, by the way. Largely based off of Aaron Cato. To do a fixed rate physics type loop. So this, we're going to need to say, this is actually, all right, so let's go back up to where, let's say auto BPM equals what? 120 is the classic. 120. What is the BPM in this? Okay, 250. That should really say stood to string BPM. Dot F. Get that bitch afloat. Alright. To a fixed rate physics type loop. But we know I don't know why the autocomplete just like stopped working. Ticks. Ticks per bar is ticks per quarter note. Times all right, so this is frame rate dependent right now, and that's bad. That's bad. Well, I actually think I'm gonna fix this like right now. But tick plus equals ticks per quarter note. So ticks per quarter note is this is ticks per quarter note. So this is This is one beat, right? Is a BPM? Yo, I need to stop fucking, like... Alright, whatever. Is it... Is a BPM, quarter based on quarter notes? Okay, well, I don't give a shit. We're doing four. I'm sorry. I'm not a music theorist with 1,000 years of experience. I make 4/4 music. Even if it's not 4/4, it's gonna be 4/4. All right. So ticks per quarter note. So this is times BPM. Which is now that divided by 60, and then divide that again by 60 for 60 frames per second, assuming we're hitting that. Yeah, okay. I would never go to the Chisel project. I would never show y'all that code. It's too important. Let's go to the physics. Oh shit, all this is fucked up because of the old paradigm. Frick, whatever. That's cool. The new paradigm's way better anyways. This is just FYI, this is old paradigm code. That's V1. This is V1. Begin layout, begin with a layout, begin drop down, menu item, load theme, right? End drop down, label, slider, checkbox, get layout. This is old paradigm code. Right. Okay. But so we have our loop. This happens how often though? Okay, so this happens at 60 frames per second. Or this happens 60 times per second. I think, right? Fuck. There's always some bullshit going on outside. Hold on, I need to check my phone. All right. I'm gonna say my associate. I'm sorry. I'm expecting a call from my whatever. But my landlord, I'll dox him. I don't give a shit. Just kidding. FM baby. Where am I going? I'm going to sea lion. Okay, so basically, I guess we call it end fix update. So let's go back to, well, let's look at this function because I want to see. Where are we using dt? All right, dt is the amount of time that has passed. In seconds. This is the amount of time that passed in seconds. Okay. So, or the target, whatever. So, if we want to do times that, because this gets us beats per minute, ticks per minute, ticks per second, however much, however often we're running this. Let's try it. Something about this feels wrong as fuck. Why? Alright, well, let's take a look at this. Alright, so we're starting off at tick equals... Oh, because we added it. So ticks per quarter note is 960. Times the BPM, which is 120. So 960 times 120. That's a pretty big number. Divided by 60 is still a pretty big number. And then times this, which is 0.016, so that's 30. .016. I wish it would stop searching my fucking messages, bro. Like you can find shit like this, but when I search Signal, Signal. Okay, whatever. God, I like sometimes Mac like sometimes this operating system makes me want to give it aneurysm, and that's why the manifesto of TiOS is to create the operating system of operating systems. Tap into all the major inspirations. Mac OS, Always Sunny, and Daniel Jones is the quarterback of quarterbacks. Okay. This should be happening. See, if we're doing tick, like, let's try this. Let's open up. Let's set this to 120. Let's see. Okay. So in our app, it actually might be fine. 2, 3, 4. That feels like the right amount of time. Okay, let's rock with that then. Okay, and it should also be like if playing. Okay. Okay, so it does end up being like it does end up mattering what we click on. Or like yeah. So I think it should be mouse down. But then if it's mouse down, see that's the issue. If it's mouse down, then we do kind of have to implement a drag. It might be time to do drag. It really might be. But what we really should do is, yeah, maybe what we do is we have a little line. I don't know about adding like an actual like little like head just yet. Because A, we don't really have a triangle shape. So yeah, okay. Let's do like a lock to grid. Actually, maybe what I'll do is this. How does FL do their thing? So this is all part of the top view. I might just do it this way, where it's like, okay, we have these options, but like again, like I don't really know what they're really supposed to be doing. But yeah, let's add all this stuff to the top. So let's say, play. How was it in Logic? It had record, play, and then these are sort of like settings, right? So, like I kind of like the FL layout where it's like, let's not think too much about this, right? Let's add. Let's add our play, pause, our record, pause, record, and then we can have other things that we enable. All right, let's just put play, pause, metronome loop. Well, I'm not really sure what the right thing to do is. We could just say like, okay, so, left area. So we're gonna take all this control stuff and we're gonna say honestly, we take all this stuff and put it in a right layout under menu, right? So menu bar, so we could do something like that, and then left layout could literally just get rid of that. And so, but we'll add something here in a second. Okay, so this looks good, sort of, right? Except I'm gonna call this top bar. So top bar, so we're gonna have let's add some margin, first of all. That can be width, that can be, so we have our menu bar, then we have our buttons, then we have this thing, which should not be that. It should be like 130 or something, right? I think that's what we ended up with. Thoughts of inanimate voids, cause cannibal toys. What's under the toys? Where we kiss, where we kiss. Alright, and honestly, I'm just gonna keep adding information to this. And it's gonna be, that's just how it's gonna be. Okay. So we have our top bar, which is gonna show honestly what we could do is, yeah, we probably should do dragging, but I kind of want to just try to set up a tree view first on the left for a browser. So if we say the left area and we do add some children, what does that look like? Well, this is a panel. Let's say the width is 250. Maybe this is time for us to write a text field. Let's see how fast we could do this. I like that. How much time are we at? We're at 39 minutes. All right. Yeah, let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we can do it. All right. So, button widget. Okay. Let's create a new header called text field widget. Pragma once namespace UI v3. It's gonna look just like this, and we're gonna include API, and we can make this. We can keep the style as button. Or let's call it text field. And what's the difference? Well, text field is going to say, it's not center text. Let's force a width. I'm lazy, so I'm doing this. Text. And then main, which all this stuff needs to be standardized anyways. I'm gonna do button, which is gonna have dot we're gonna not specify that. We say background color 124, 134, 139. Let's try that. Now let's call it text field. Okay, now text field widget. Okay, now we're gonna pass in text, and then in main we're gonna include this, where we include button widget, include tileOS paradigm v3 text field widget. Okay, boom. Now, wow, thanks for closing all these. That's so helpful and nice that you did that. Left area, we are going to have a text field, and it's going to be called search. And the width is going to be OP parent width. Okay. So that looks pretty good. So now, when it's active, so here's where it's sort of like text field widget, right? We say these stupid bug bites. We're gonna need some sort of state, and where the state is in memory, I don't know if I want to worry about that right now, because I'm just thinking like, okay, text field. And then we're gonna say like we're gonna have I mean, we could have something like this, like auto, inline auto text field states equals stood unordered map stood string struct text field state we could say something like this, where okay, so when it's active, let's say like bool focused equals false, but focus should be like we could say like this, right? We could say like const auto focused equals UI dot last clicked lm equals like boom, then we could do like this and then return lm, right? And then we say like if focused text field find text field, and then let's say what is it? This is just like region. It's just this color. So text field focused. We could say like inherit text field, and then the border color is that. So this is a decent test, but we're not gonna be able to get away with this for long. And this should be like default hover. Okay. Okay, text field widget. So this is not. Okay, well, I didn't stop for breakpoints, but it's also not changing anything. So we could say like shit. Fuck. Maybe state focus does need to be fuck. That's fine. Fuck. That's facts. focus, I think, needs to be a state. Style, state, hover, active, focus. Let's see if this doesn't just fuck this up. Alright, style compiler, let's see, 3. Are we using 3 anywhere? Also, we're using 3. We should use 4. We should use 4. Okay. Oh, I guess that should be 4. That should be 4. That should be 4. Does that break anything? That probably breaks something. Because it's like if something is focused, only certain things get focus. But we kind of know what they are, right? So like we say, let's see, API, right? We have hover, active, focus. You can write style state focused, style state focused. Okay. We do some stupid bitwise math that we're probably gonna like fuck some shit up with, but whatever, God is good, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so in update state, update element state, okay, so let's say you're basically focus and hover is sort of at the same level. So we say like if lm dot hold on. Context. We're in that file. Do we even have last clicked lm? Is that even used anywhere? Yeah. So we could say lm, we could say something like this. Const auto focused lm equals lm buffer, get the update element state. Just say last clicked lm, if focused lm dot state equals style state default focused lm dot state equals style state focused. Okay. Okay. So let's see if this works. The element state. UI.last clicked ln. Alright. It should be fine the first run. Oh no, it's gonna crash. Yeah. Because we're accessing something that doesn't exist. So okay. Okay. Getting some weird behavior. Let's take that out. Let's just make sure we didn't just fuck some shit up. Other in a different place. Why is this happening? Because okay, so what are we doing here? So this should really be boom times 2, right? Well, 1 times, how do you do that? 1, so if I is 0, so if I equals 0, we do 1, and if I equals 1, I think we say, because we do I equals 0, we do 1, otherwise we do I equals 1 times oh no, it's to the 0, so it's stood how to I. Why wouldn't this take ints? Raise 2 to the power of I, C++. Am I being stupid? Oh, oh. One. I'm slow. I'm as slow as yeah, that's not good. So now we should be able to do this. We'll get some type of default and then okay. Why is that being all like fucked up and shit? I mean, the only reason I'm doing this, right, is because I don't want, like, a text field being focused shouldn't be part of the text field state. I mean, we should be able to check for that, right? Like, man, this is annoying. Shit, yeah, I didn't really think about this too much. Okay, let's get text field done, and then I'll start a new video. So, alright, so what do we need? We need this focus thing to work. We need, render. Alright, let's do that. And then okay, we're just using the one text style, okay. And then in paradigm shader, styles. Alright, let's try that. This sort of makes sense. Because, right, what's happening here? The last focused element has like a weird style, so that's okay. What we probably want to do is just say, oh. Okay, that should copy it, because it's bitwise. I'm slow. I'm a little bit slow, and that's okay, right? Oh, if we haven't visited it, we probably want to copy it from our default style, right? Copy from default style for focused style. That probably makes the most sense. Okay, that was... Alright, that's fine. Buttons still work as expected. Okay. Everything's clickable. Okay. Now, what happens if we do main text field active focus is border color. Do we have region active? Probably that. Okay, but okay. See, this is the problem. This is the problem. I'll show you the problem. Okay, well, that's... Oh, wait. I think we are figuring out the last clicked element. No, you know what? I don't like this. I don't like this because then we're gonna be like focus hovered, all this bullshit. No, let's define a new set of styles. It like only when we actually need it. Okay. Style compiler, undo this whole shit. Fuck all this. Okay, so that's style compiler, paradigm shader, undo that. Paradigm shader, so we're gonna undo the focus, we're gonna find style state. Style state is we're gonna get rid of that. API, we're gonna get rid of focus. And then we're gonna go here, and we're gonna get rid of that. And we're gonna say this. Oh. And we're gonna say main UI or text field widget lm.width.chosen.on mouse down, which I don't even think is a function. We could say, let's capture focused, and let's say well, no, we don't want to capture it. We actually want to calculate this. Or we could just say on mouse down. Alright, this is where queuing the layout should really be part of the UI. Let's get rid of that. Let's say context. Layout queued equals true. In main, we are doing something like if layout queued this could all happen inside update. If as in the API. So all right. We should also probably call like set layout function, right? Function. And then maybe something like auto set layout function, set layout fn. I don't know if this is like, again, it's just sort of like the move, but whatever. And then in update, nope. In updates, Jesus Christ, I was literally just here. Like, sometimes it's just like UI dot boom, and then main, and then get rid of that. We could say, instead of that, we could say UI dot set layout function layout context layout queued could be true. So it starts off by laying it out. Easy. Boom, boom, boom. And now layout queued. Let's get rid of this. And then we're going to get a bunch of complaints. Where? Yeah. Okay. Layout queued is going to be something like UI.queueLayout. 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 And then API, we need to go to on mouse. Well, let's add on mouse down. These functions could all be probably generalized. UI.queueLayout. Okay, let's try it. This is still UI.queueLayout. UI.queueLayout. Alright, we should still, oh wait, maybe there's more. Alright, let's try it. Ooh. Crash and burn. Oh. 3. I think that's fine. Nice. Okay. So, but then last clicked. See, the downside is like, does every click really mean re-layout? Or does it just mean restyle? Huh. It may just mean restyle, and we don't have to recalculate layout. I guess we'll try that. So but is this like currently? Is that what that means? button pressed, SID endo. Alright, let's see what this is saying. I think we should know. We should say like we should really say like context pool left if left bus boom and left cue the layout UI.left button. Okay, so this should only happen on a click. Let's just confirm this. That is what we want. Okay. Oh. Boom. And then else if it is not, then we reset it to false. All right, let's try that. That should be good. That should be good. That should be good. That should be chilling. The biggest to ever do it. And I don't know how. I just don't get this. This should happen every single freaking click. 125, bro. Alright, I gotta wrap this up. Boom. 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 Why are we not setting... Huh. We can comment that out. I just don't understand where... Man, I need to, like, shower and shit, bro. I need to, like, get my shit together. But... Yeah, I said what I said. And I seen... And I don't know how I came to stand up to you. I just don't know. I just don't get it. So last clicked element. Where are we actually setting that? Okay, no. Because if we're going to say something doesn't take a click, right? Then we're going to have to say... Or wouldn't we just say... because I totally get it, right? We really only care if an element has been clicked when we want it to be clicked, right? And so, but we need to know if something's been clicked, if nothing's been clicked. Like we need to know if we're clicking somewhere that doesn't take a click, that should still unfocus. That should still say like but this should be like this should be happening here, 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 here. Oh, but it's not because it's saying we just need the element. Say that. See, we should still like explicitly pass stuff up the chain, right? I think this is gonna take some more thought. I think this is gonna take a little bit more thought. I'm calling it right now. I don't want this to be like a 2-hour thing. I'm calling it, and you know what I'm saying. We'll lock in next video.